Good day, good morning, good night, son. Thinking about having some whiskey before I go to bed and get ready for my next wonderful night shift. Hopefully everything I am doing is working. Let's take this. Time to try and pull out a page or two here, people. Anybody out there awake? Got one viewer. Whiskey Dude. What are you doing up so early on a vacation? Huh? Oh, I'm tired of this job. Already got myself a little bit of hot water. Why, I don't know. They've got an ion machine up there that takes away some of the salts, buddy. Kids, well, then you need to have a breakfast ram in a giant Glencairn. That's what I would be doing. I'm getting old and crotchety, Rob. Oh, I keep forgetting to send you that address. Why is that water everywhere in the bottom of my glass? Time to pour some Milestone or Millstone. That's my nightcap. Good morning, good evening. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Oh, on the computer. There. Having a little Millstone, little Dutch whiskey, go Habs. How about you? What's your breakfast dram? Anything? This stuff here. Let's see. It's been open for a while. Oh, orange rind, orange zest. Oh, this stuff is heaven. Did I not send you a sample of this one, Rob? And then you tried their regular one? Nabob. Nabob. Whew. 53.2% ABV in this, gentlemen. Maybe tomorrow I'll do my live outside on the patio or on the corner of this building in the barbecue section there. Probably get a few of the guys from work to join me. You did not try this one at the Spirit of Toronto. Trust me, you did not. It is an exclusive from the Keg and Cork. I should have sent you a sample of it as well. By the way, where is your stuff? And I need to give you an address, don't I? Let's check your whatchamacallit here, see if it's saying anything new. It's item processed Woodbridge today at 7:19. So what's that? An hour ago? I need to send you a sample of this one, but you're gonna get the same thing, man. Lots of orange. Okay, so they make lots of different products at Zoidum Distillery, right? And everything is done by the father and the son. And I think Patrick is probably doing most of it. So the father, Fred, and their last name is Van Zoidum. They've been doing this since, I forget now, what did they say? What? You got a December event? 1976. I think they've been doing this. Zoidum distillers still create their products in traditional artisan way. All ingredients are 100% natural and are carefully selected. Yeah. I'll tell you why reading this doesn't bother me is because meeting Patrick, he was very, very fussy about the product that we were even tasting, right? He actually wanted to open up all brand new bottles. He did not like having to use bottles that they might have had in a shop for a while. He is a real geek, a whiskey geek for real. I get oak. Strong. I've done this one before, but it amazes me every time I try it. 100% rye grain, gentlemen. Anyway, what else is going on out there in the real world? And what is this question, Rob, that you have here? Any updates on December event? Do you have an event, or is it an event you're going to? I wonder, these guys make gin, Genevieve. I've tried some of their Genevieve. It was phenomenal. It was expensive because it was also a very, very old release of Genevieve. And I know nothing about it, to be honest. It is a liqueur. Of course, I'm reading this in Dutch. But what do I know? Why is this in Dutch? It is one of the last independent family-owned and operated distillers in the Netherlands. We are true grain to glass. They are. Honest to goodness, man. It was phenomenal to listen to this guy. Oh, this was a 10-year-old American oak rye. So what is it, though? It's a liqueur. Oh, I'll have to look it up somewhere else, guys. Anyway, the chat's gone dead. Am I still broadcasting? It says so. God, I can't wait till this job's over. Another freaking 2 weeks. Rob is thinking of holding an event in December. I believe it will be 3-year anniversary party. Oh my goodness. 3 years already, Rob. I'm gonna have one. It's at least 3 months for me. And you're gonna have it in Toronto, I suppose. Or is it gonna be in Woodbridge? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Still trying to read this article about sherry. It's hard to do anything at work when they keep wanting you to do work. Oh. And what about you, Go Habs? How's the nabob going down? People actually still buy nabob? I haven't even seen a commercial in years. So, Go Habs, were you really worried about me while I was driving? Sorry, I keep looking up at the TV. It's You've Got to Eat Here that's on, which is probably like a 3-year-old repeat. The guy's not as good as whatchamacallit by any means. Guy Ferreira. I should have a 3-month party. Get everybody to come up here for 3 months. Who would we get up? Well, Food Quake. Food Quake would come. All the guys from the States, it would be so much cheaper for them to be up here than down there. I mean, their dollar will go farther, even with prices being higher. I mean, eating out, yeah, you and the deer moose in my knockdown house. 7 o'clock almost, eh? Anybody here? Are you not in the school system? You said go Habs. You are off for the summer. You're not a teacher. You just said in the school system. It doesn't tell me much. What was I thinking about today with whiskey? Not much. I was just repeating stuff to other people. I still think I want to open a distillery. But they don't make any money until you make a great product to sell. Can't believe you're my only 2 viewers. HS guidance counselor. Oh, could I ever use some guidance? I can't imagine the guidance counselor I had in high school. Pretty sure she's long gone now. Whiskey Pilgrim. How's it going? Cheers. This is my nightcap. Some Dutch whiskey. Millstone. This one is an exclusive to a liquor store in my city. Keg Cork. Bottling date was 2014. It was distilled in January 2012. Bottled in July 2014. So technically 2 years old. And 3 of 140 bottles. Or is that 3,000 or 31,000? No, it's 3 of 140. This is good stuff. Massive amounts of orange, which Rob Whiskey and the Six has talked about. But it's good stuff, man. I don't care. I can't get over the smell of it, actually. Well, I would if I were you. I actually bought another bottle. I might open that up. It's 3 grain. It's probably not as high end as this. They have a whole bunch in the very big liquor store that I stopped at on my way out of Alberta to come to work. It is a they carry lots of their whiskey brand. I haven't seen any of their Genever or gin. They make a rum as well. The problem is that they don't have anybody coming to promote it. That's 53%. And I mean, the people that bring it in are from Calgary. So I'm sure it's getting promoted down. I'm putting a couple drops of water in there just to see what it does. They promote it probably down at Calgary more than they do up here. I've seen them at some tastings and so forth. I visited a friend in Brockville yesterday. It took tremendous willpower not to stop at the LCBO. Why did you need to not stop at the LCBO? I go all the time. You know what I do? I'm just going to go look. I go look, all right. They always have something that I can't miss. And you know what they have right now? I'll go look it up. It's a Glenrothes. So Glenrothes is one of the whiskeys that I started with buying on a regular basis. I knew nothing about it. Matter of fact, every time I drank, the first bottles I drank were kind of harsh. But I didn't know how to drink it. And so this is a Glenrothes. Oh, you dirty bird. From Carnmore. And there are 266 bottles of it. Stop rotating on me. God, these phones bother. Its distillation was 1989 and it was bottled in 2014. So what's that make it? 25 years old? I think it's a $400 bottle. Liquor Control Board of Ontario is what it stands for. Saving it for my trip to New Hampshire, tax-free liquor store in New Hampshire. So this is 54.8%. I'm going to show you the edge of the bottle if you can see it. So there's the label. I'll get it really close. Then I'll pull it back and you see the little light strip at the bottom. So if I get it right again, you get to see how dark. See that where I'll white out the label. That is how dark that scotch is. That there's a lit area behind that bottle in the counter. It is awesome. Liquor Control Board of Ontario is also known as neo-Nazism for the whiskey, well, alcohol world, period. So I'm told by people from Ontario. Whiskey Pilgrim, what part of Sweden are you in? That stuff is phenomenal. I don't know if I could drink it all night. Like right now, a single little dram. Maybe two would be it. It's rich. It is rich. That's all I have to say. It's like a dessert whiskey. It is not a liqueur. Its legs are not great. Well, it's oily. They dissipate very quickly. It's got great color. Orange all day long. I would try it if you can get that in Sweden. Now, what do I have for Swedish whiskey? I have one bottle of Swedish whiskey. I'm very sure it's Swedish. And it's actually quite good, and I think it's known all over the world. And it starts with an M. Whiskey Pilgrim, gonna help me out there. Starts with an M. Macmara? Whiskey Macmara, is it? I think it is. Let's take a look here. I had friends that were over in Sweden. I forget what they were doing over there. Well, just on vacation there. They're travelers. Macmyra, and it is a special edition number 3. That is what it is. Hey, buddy, just another quick pop in, is it? Why? Go Habs sits here. He's a guidance counselor, and he sits and watches me drink whiskey at 7 o'clock in the morning. Whiskey Pilgrim, have you ever tried this? Pretty sure it's Swedish. Yes, a Svensk single malt whiskey. Svensk. S-V-E-N-S-K. Svensk. I don't know much Swedish. Don't even know a proper Swedish accent, to tell you the truth. Oh, should go to bed early today. It's hard. Nights are stupid. The south part. So is that the warmer part? I'm in southern Saskatchewan right now. But look at the Amy. How are you, sweetie? I do remember the Swedish chef, but I think he's kind of an insult to Swedish people. I don't think it was a Swedish person that came up with him. Close to Denmark. Aye. A work buddy, too many distractions with quotes, inventory, and ordering products. I think I was working with some guys. McMyra. Have you had McMyra? Okay, I'm lying. You live close to Denmark, or McMyra is close to Denmark? Are you doing great? I'm very happy to hear that. The Swedes are not easy. Well, they may not be easily offended. Oh, it's too late to eat. Or is it too early? You should try High Coast Distillery. Is that also Swedish? What is this? You work too hard. Is that a guidance counselor thing? Is that what you tell the kids nowadays? You work too hard? High Coast. High Coast, Sweden. High Coast Distillery. I'm always interested to find. Oh, is that Box? That's Box whiskey. I've seen it. I have not seen any bottles, though. I didn't know that it was called something different. Oh, did they not have to change their name because of Compass Box? Yes, Compass Box asked them to, or said something to them about their name is too much like ours, or people are confusing it. I don't think it was an actual lawsuit or lawyers involved. They just kind of said, hey, can you work with us here? I think maybe it was more than that. Yes, Box. You know what? There are a few. I still work with some. Some are really good. Matter of fact, I'm working with whether he's a youth, I think he's 30 years old. I was giving him a hard time today for being late. Technically, he was probably just on time, right? Box High West Distillery. The spirit business. Swedish whiskey maker. Well, that's Broom. It looks like Broom may be smelling some of their Box whiskey. Yes, Box Distilleries rebrands to avoid Compass Box confusion. Interesting. Will rebrand as High Coast Distillery later this year to distance itself from Scotch whiskey blender Compass Box. I don't think I'd ever get confused about that. The distillery, which launched in 2010, will be relaunched as High Coast Distillery at the end of June in order to avoid confusion between its products and those of independent blender and bottler Compass Box. Compass Box previously highlighted that fans may become confused by the two names, prompting Box Distillery's rebrand. Whiskey maker said, in order to avoid any possible brand conflicts and to continue opening in new markets, we intend to rename our product. I wonder if people were genuinely confused about it and they decided, hey, that's probably it. Doesn't sound like there was actually any legal stuff going on. I think somebody told me a little bit of a different story. Yes, but not since John Glasser. What do you mean, not since John Glasser, Mr. Pilgrim? It says Amy who does nothing. Sad but true. Amy, I think you do everything within your power, so you're still doing lots. So don't be too hard on yourself. Just my 2 bits. Maybe I should shut up. Right? I wonder if it's too early to say good morning to Julia. She's probably sleeping. Boom. Well, I have not seen any Box whiskey, although I could look it up. Box whiskey. Hold on. I need a little sip. Liquor Connect. There it is right there. And there's a search button. I don't know if there's any box whiskey. What about Haven Whiskey Pilgrim? Haven is a yeah, I type in box, all it shows me is a bunch of gift boxes in the liquor store. Nope. I know what exists. It's Haven. It's another Dutch whiskey. There is some. It comes in a funny. The bottle actually looks like a. It's flat on the bottom and tapers up to a neck, like a beaker in a lab or whatever they call it. Not maybe a beaker. Haven Distillery. It's not. Is it not an island in the UK? They also make gins that aren't too bad. They are Haven Distillery. A cottage micro distillery in the heart of Herefordshire. That's not really. It looks more like a lab. They're showing their stuff. After a long career as a freelance software engineer, Duncan Fox hung up his keyboard and combined his engineering skills and love of chemistry with his wife's knowledge and passion for herbs and things botanical. The result is Haven's Distillery, a true artisan small batch distillery nestled in the heart of Herefordshire countryside. This sounds a little English to me. Herefordshire. There are so many of them. And that's not, yeah, that is not what I thought it was. They changed the name to avoid confusion. Yes, they did. Are you going to Scotland to tour distilleries? I may, with a group from Edmonton. It's actually through a liquor store called the Keg and Cork. And part of it is going to be, anyone that goes on the tour is going to be part of selecting a barrel for an exclusive. I don't know if I mean that. This one is Haven. That's the UK. Ven? I don't think it's Ven. It might be pronounced that way, but I don't think it's Ven. It's Ven. I don't think so. It's got to be Dutch. Well, Amy, I haven't decided yet. And if I go, it would be, I think at this time, without a lovely friend of mine. And I think she would be miffed. She might not be happy at all. What is the name of the island, Whiskey Pilgrim? Is it Vhen? Ven? Because that's what it's on. I don't want to confuse it with all the Caribbean islands that's owned by the Dutch. Oh, I was just looking at the bottle too. We have a distillery called Fenn that's located on an island. They make whiskey and gin. Yeah, that's got to be it then. But that is not, I am sure that's not how they spell it. HVEN. It's the spirit of, yes, it's HVEN. I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, it's good whiskey. Why are you spelling it with a V in front and they're spelling it with an H in front? Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you watching while I'm just rambling on about whiskey. Yeah, the spirit of Fenn. Yep. Go Habs. You have a good day. I'm going to have a good day once I finish this whiskey. That's not bad. I tried their stuff at the whiskey festival. Excellent. There are some great things coming out of there. I just was working with a guy from Amsterdam. He's an engineer. He'd never even heard about either one of them. Organic distilled gin, single malt whiskey, organic aquavite, winter spirit. Yeah. Amy, what's George doing? Is he still sleeping? Is he sleeping in? Spirit of Heaven, I don't know. Herb Judaire. I have no idea how to pronounce any of that stuff, my friend. Translating into English right now. I'm gonna go to bed here soon. On the island in the Strait of Oresund, between Denmark and Sweden, lies the Spirit of N. You know what? Package off. It looks like they have a bed and breakfast type of thing. Holy, they got a big warehouse. He does lots of meetings. Okay, maybe I need to go. I need to win a lottery so I can quit this job. Yes, they have a conference and hotel resort with restaurant and pub. It would be an awesome visit, man. Well, folks, I don't know how long I've been on, but a little shorter than yesterday, and I think I need to get to sleep. That one little dram has done its job and made me kind of drowsy. So please enjoy. Well, George is a good man. He would not avoid us for no reason at all. Appreciate everything, Amy, both you and George. I appreciate Go Habs, Loch Ness, and especially Mr. Whiskey Pilgrim. Thank you very much, buddy. The spelling that they have is HVEN, but it doesn't matter. I don't know how to pronounce it no matter how you spell it, so it's all good, guys. Appreciate everything. And thanks for joining me for my night's dram. It's actually, the stuff is something else, I tell you. I wouldn't say no to trying her again. I'm going to sleep very good. Thank you all. Cheers.